afternoon or evening, I should say. I don't know what afternoon is. I don't know. Seem to have given up on that. Sorry, just double checking that everything's working fine. Uh, good. Seems to see the software tells me if everything's doing fine. It says 99% upload. That's a positive. It seems to be fine. My things ping in to tell me that we're live. That's good. That's nice. We got 3 things to do tonight, which is good. 3 draws. We got new draws on the site. We got new everything. It's always positive. I'm just waiting for a second to let other people catch up, because that's always the thing, isn't it? I don't want to start rabbiting away and then find people haven't joined us yet, which does happen, to be fair. Let me see who we have got. We've got a couple in the chat. I'm just seeing it ping up, which is a good start. Andrew, good evening, everyone. Good luck. Good to see you, dude. And Stuart's here. Evening to you, dude. How you doing? My email has been pinging off the hook, as you can expect. Whenever I launch a free competition, I become very popular very sudden. So there are some new competitions on the site. There's more to go on. There's a free one, and as soon as there's a free one, then my thing keeps ticking away. John, good evening. Hopefully on the correct video tonight. Indeed, John. It's funny because Facebook notifies me when someone makes a comment, and I was just about to go live, and you did your comment saying hi guys or something. I was like, not live yet, so I'm not sure how you're on there, John. And then I was trying to mention whilst doing this, I was trying to think, how do I get a thing on there to John and say, just to let you know, it's last week's. But no, you're live. You're on the right one, John. Good to see you. In fact, just to make sure, I will show that on the stream, so there you know that it's the live correct one. Anton, evening all. Good to see you, dude. Good to have you on board. Got a bit of dry eyes tonight. So it feels a bit like it used to be. So tonight we're sponsored by some red wine, Sangiovese, because I had a lovely roast beef dinner. And can anyone guess what this is? Probably can't guess from the liquid itself. I thought, why not? Of all the times, I might as well crack this one open. I don't know if that'll pick up. That's Rosebank, 26 years old, batch 1 from the Boutique Whiskey Company. I thought, come on, if there was a night to do it, this was the night, considering the prizes. Stuart, it's a night for Stuart's. Indeed. Stuart for the win. Indeed. Hi, everyone. Good luck, says Michael. Good to see you, dude. Linda's here. Just seeing her pop up. Evening, all. Good to see you. Amir's here. Hi, all. Starting to fill up, which is always positive. Isn't it funny with the Rosebank, actually? It's like I put it out and it just evaporated. The tickets did. 1 minute it was there, next minute it was gone. I was like, oh, that'll be the end of that one then. It's always a bit awkward, isn't it? Because it's supposed to be the Sunday competition. I launch it a few days earlier just because it's easier for my scheduling. And then when it sells out, then there's nothing to tell people about on a Sunday, so it's a bit awkward that side of things. But no, it's all positive, obviously. Ian, evening all. Good to see you, dude. Simon, evening all, and good luck. Stuart, we'll take it away for sure. The wife is in too. Yes. And Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. So let me catch up with what we are. So on the website, as I said earlier, there is a free competition for Lagavulin 16, which is the cognac of whiskies. So as a very famous person has said, if you don't know who, go and have a look on YouTube. We obviously always have, there's lots of other stuff on there. There's the free Glenallachie, there's the Mickletor Turbo, there's the Glenmorangie Milchian, there's the Glen Scotia Unlocked, there's the Hackshoe 12. I've just added this, which is the Abalawa 18. If you haven't tried it, it's awesome. Like way better than awesome. And in fact, most people drink the 12 because you can get hold of it in supermarkets and stuff. So it's quite interesting to see the change of pace, what an extra 6 years adds to it. And I've also put the new Balvenie on there, 2012 Montilla wine cask, which is their new Curious Casks release, which has already been pinging away. So people are interested in that one. John, excellent. Thanks. Good luck to that's in response to being on the right one. Yes, you're here, John. Right place, right time. So yeah, so there's other things on the site now. Don't forget, obviously, the Lagavulin free. So at the least get yourself in on that one. Of those, the other thing is, so the Sunday competition, as I say, which is a bit earlier sometimes. I can hear, I just heard my phone, my email ping, which means someone's just bought themselves a Lagavulin ticket off the back of what I said. The other thing I was going to say was there is the Sunday competition again. I'll launch on Monday or Tuesday, but this week it's going to be brand new release, which is quite nice. It's the advent calendars have started coming out, so I've got the new one, which I've never seen before, from Glenallachie. So it's got 25 drams in it. It's got loads of different things in there, including things like the Mickle Tour Turbo, including the Glenallachie 17 Mizunara, including both the Sintiche 1 and 2. It's also got a 25th, which is obviously the Christmas Day one. There's a very special old unnamed one, so I'll have to see what that is. Whoever wins it, tell me. It's the only thing I'm going to say is it's pre-order because they don't release them just yet. So whoever wins next Sunday, wins the advent calendar, you've won it. It's yours. It's just you'll have to wait for a few days until they decide to release them, and then it'll get shipped straight to you. So this evening, let me just double check. Yeah, there we are. Just seen it was Bruce Main comes in and grabs himself a free Lagavulin ticket. Sounds amazing. It does, doesn't it, Michael? Do you know what I have to? It's about 140 quid, I think. Something like 140, 145 quid, which is a lot for an advent calendar. Let's be fair, we don't usually spend that on advent calendars. But it sounded too good to be true, and I'm really seriously tempted to try and find a way of grabbing myself one whilst they're there, because all of those, I like Glenallachie, I really do. And in fact, whilst I'm here, hidden under here. So there's another Glenallachie that's going to go on the site soon. Master of Mort, who we use sometimes for releases, they've had a special Glenallachie released to celebrate 40 years. So there we are. Look at the colour of that. I mean, seriously, look at the colour of that. 2005, it's 20 years old, released to officially bottled to celebrate 40 years of Master of Malt. There were only 353 bottles in existence. It was laid down on the 30th of August 2005 and then bottled in September 2025. So yeah, Pedro Ximénez and Sherry Hogshead, in a Sherry Hogshead, 54.2%. That is about as tough as it gets when it comes to, do I put it into a competition or not? But yeah, the single cask range. So there's another one to come onto the site soonish. So yeah, there's lots of great Glenallachie going on at the moment. Where were we? So that's done. Ridiculous Spare. So I just looked up there and I can see the Rosebanks just staring back at me. Which I have to admit, I'm not whiskey, but the Hawkstone advent calendar is £95. I do like. I think, let's be fair, none of us want the chocolate one anymore, so it's nice to have something that's a bit more interesting. Now, tonight, if I can get myself back on track, because you know what I'm like, we've got the Glenallachie 17, which is the Mizunara one. This is something I'm desperately trying to try myself, because everything I hear about it is great. And in fact, I heard about the Glengoyne Mizunara the other day, and that was exceptional apparently. So it's like, I need to get one. We've got the Benriach the Trio, which is 3 bowls of Benriach for 99p. Ridiculous. I quite like doing the multi-bowl ones if I can find a way. And of course, tonight we've got the Rosebank 1991 draw. And for those who weren't paying attention, the reason I find it very difficult is because it actually says on the label that it was bottled on my 25th birthday. That's quite a hard one to let go, if I'm honest. Dave, I won an advent calendar from you before, 2 years ago. I think we do try and do them every year. The trouble is, and the bit that's really iffy is, if you do them now, it's fine and it gets there and it's not a problem. If you do it later on, there's always a risk that they turn up after the 1st of December, and that's a bit rubbish. Wow, look like cola. That's amazing. It's really dark, but then if you spend 20 years in a sherry hogshead, I'm sure we'd all end up that colour. Hey, I want a chocolate candy and a whiskey one. Imagine the enjoyment of both at the same time. Do you know what, Stuart? Maybe I take that back. Maybe that is the next thing we do next year. We make our own And we have 25 drams with 25 bits of chocolate to go with them, all individually lined up. Wouldn't that be a thing? I suppose I should give you an update on Final Embers. That's all still going well. I did have someone. I have lots of to and fro online with different people. One person this morning was complaining that they wanted to find out about it, but didn't want to give their email address. It's like, well, I can't. How am I supposed to do that? But yeah, otherwise it's all going swimmingly on the Final Embers front. Still on track for Halloween as the release date. The only bit that I dread, if I'm honest, I dread a lot is not selling out, because it takes an inordinate amount of work to do all this stuff. And I know it was me. No one came up with the idea of, if we don't sell out one day, we don't do it. That was my idea, and no one told me to it. But I want to do that, but I'll be really sad if we get to the end and end up being a few bottles short, and I have to go, sorry guys, here's your refunds. I'm not doing it. That will be quite a hard, bitter pill to swallow. But what are you going to do, man? So, shall we pick a winner? I think we will start. Let me just think what we had. We'll start with the Benriach trio first, I think. Then we'll do the Glenallachie, and then we'll do the Rosebank. That seems to be a fair shout at things. Right. Let me. I've obviously done upload on my software because there's loads of other options I'm not used to seeing. Let me share my screen, and we'll get our first winner chosen. Now, as you know, because I'm always disorganized, it's lined up for the wrong draw. So let me open the Benriach. Now, as you can imagine, with 3 bottles for 99 pence, you can't read a blinking thing because there's so many entries. So we're going to shuffle around as we normally do. And of course, because it was only 99p, loads of people took the £10 sort of, maximum 10 tickets. So there's loads and loads and loads on there. We'll figure it out. We'll find out who the winners are when we finish, even though it's very, very hard to read. Let me just double check that 40 seconds is right. It is. I'm just going to check on the comments. Just the drummer. Just Andrew the drummer. Flying away. Perfect. Right, let's find out who's getting 3 bottles of Benriach into them. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Flying around. Starting to slow up now. Just about. Now, ordinarily I try and read out where it's getting close, but it's really hard to see. MJ Kenny 22. MJ Kenny 22 with ticket number 334. Now I need to remember that 334. So MJ Kenny 22. If you're there, which you probably are, because you usually are, you just got yourself 3 bottles on their way to you. So 334, MJ Kenny 22. Now, if I do combine 334, there we are, MJ Kenny 22. So I know that the either side of that is ticket number 182, which is the Dogfather, which is a new one on me, 182, the Dogfather. And above it is Neuroslam with ticket number 296. So there we are. There's the winner and the 2 runners up. We've got MJ Kenny 22 with ticket number 334. We've got the Dogfather with 182 getting £5 website credit, and Neuroslam with 296 getting £5 website credit. And just outside of those, if anyone's interested, was Ron Forrest and Linda Lockhart. You were close. You're in the right neck of the woods, but not quite there. So MJ Kenny 22, it's all yours, dude. Congratulations. Let me flip back to the chat. Congrats, says Anton. And so does Andrew. And Stuart, well done, MJ. Oh, look at that. It's an unhappy face from Stuart. It's an unhappy face. 3 bottles, can't complain about that. Well done, says Dave. Indeed. Well done, MJK, says John. Simon, congrats, MJ. Stuart, well done, matey. I don't know if he's here. He's always here. Michael Kenny. Did I miss him at the beginning? Is this one of the... No, he was here, look. He was here. So, Michael Kenny, you were here. Now you've disappeared at just the right time. I say that. My system can sometimes take a little while for stuff to come through. So, it may be different. Well done. Haven't seen him pop up yet. We'll see if he does. But cool. Well done, dude. You've got yourself a lovely bit of Benriach heading your way. 3 bowls. Speaking of which, it's at Master of Malt. So I'll be dropping them an email after this to say, let it go. And this is the address. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Let's find out who's going to get my favourite, the one I really want to try, the Glenallachie 17 Mizunara. This may be another reason why I'm really, really interested in grabbing that advent calendar, because that would give me a chance to give it a whirl. Right, let's shuffle this up. There we are, all nicely mixed. Check it's 40 seconds. It is. That's all good. It's all lined itself up on the Dogfather, which was second last time. I wonder who that is. Maybe someone's changed their name. Oh, there we are. Still here. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you, Michael. Well done, dude. 3 on the way to you. Ronald's just said hello. Evening to you, Ronald. Stuart, nice credit. Thank you. Andrew's got his drums going. Indeed, we're all ready to rock and roll. So for now, for the Glenallachie 17 Mizunara, here we go. It's nice, you know. It's not what I was expecting, though. Oh, let's do this quickly before I forget. Oh, look, it almost came round onto its starting point. Oh, it's going to go back. Looks like it's going to still end up on the same person, though. Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh, no, it's ticked over. Look at that. M. Proudfoot, 93, which I believe from memory is Michelle. Michelle Proudfoot, 93. Ticket number 69. There you are. And to your left was the Dogfather, who just picked up £5 website credit on the other one. It's just picked up again. And Nat McFeagle. Andrew is in the house. So there we are. It's £5 website credit for Nat McFeagle and for the Dogfather. But Michelle Proudfoot, 93, you're in with a beautiful release of the Glenallachie 17 Mizunara. I am, what do the kids say? Well gel. Probably the right way to put it. I'm very generous. I'm very gutted, quite frankly, that you get to enjoy it and I don't. Congratulations, M. Proudfoot, says Anton. Good. I always like it when someone puts it in there because then I know that there's not a problem with broadcasting or anything like that. So yes, excellent. Congratulations. You are a big winner there, Michelle. And also, obviously, I'm not expecting Michelle to be here, but there was always, if you win it, I contact you and I get it sent out. It's not like you have to be on the chat. Although it's always nice. There's about 20 of us here, I think, at the moment, which is always good to see. And they're probably all waiting to see who's going to get this next one, which is, of course, the Rosebank. So, should we find out? Let's find out. This Rosebank, it's nice. And it's 26, so it's obviously much older. But there's I don't know, like a funkiness to it. A bit like, you get a funkiness with Springbank, but it's not the same, but it's that sort of stuff. Still very pleasant. It's got a nice long finish on it. Right, let's do the Rosebank draw, shall we? Let's do that. So it's interesting. It's 26 years old. So that means, in theory, if you follow the rules, you should have it in your glass for 26 minutes before you drink it. Isn't it a minute for every year? Does anyone actually do that? Does anyone leave it that long? Can anyone leave it that long? I don't know. Even if you're drinking a 12, do you leave it 12 minutes before you drink it. I don't know. Let's mix this up. Now, the person like the Dogfather came second twice in a row, so it's interesting to see if they're in. Can they do any better this time? Let me just double check. 40 seconds. So that's all lined up. Dogfather is in the race, though. There we are. So maybe they can get another second or even first. I don't know who it is. Let me just check the chat. Chris, great win. Well done for the Mizunara. It is indeed. John says, congratulations, MP. Nice one. Simon, well done. Andrew's got his drums going. Congratulations, Proudfoot. So, big one. The one everyone wants to win. The Rosebank, or as I've put, Rossbank, which I apologise, Rosebank. As we all know, silent distillery, as was. It's been reopened, but it's not the same. This is old stock. This was distilled back in 1991. It was released in 2000. Was it 2003? I can't remember now. Early 2000s. So it's 20 years old already as a bottle. So yeah, you don't find these just walking down in any street. They're long gone. So whoever gets it, well done and enjoy. Let's find out, shall we? Good luck, everybody. The winner of the Rosebank is... Yeah, it's up and running. One. Right, we're just starting to slow down now. Santa Proton is usually a big winner. Proton has been doing well. Is it going to stay? It's staying. Proton's been doing well of late. Ticket number 8, Proton. You have yourself a Rosebank, my man. Winging its way to you. Well, will be. Won't sit on the shelf. P. Archibald, you got yourself £5 website credit. Well done for you. And James Gregg, you've got yourself £5 website credit as well. Ticket number 61 for the £5 website credit. Ticket number 8 for the winner. And 23 for P. Archibald. Randomly, I'm going to say this now because I couldn't say it before, just in case I jinxed it. I had this really weird feeling that Highlander was going to win that. I don't know why. That was just what I had in my head. And he wasn't that far from it. Number 41, Highlander Carly was there. Don't know why that was in my head. I didn't even know if he had a ticket, but that's what came to me. Sorry, dude. I thought it was going to be you, but it was Proton. Ticket number 8. James Gregg, you've got £5 website credit, and 23 P. Archibald, which I think is Paul Archibald. You've got yourself £5 website credit also. So congratulations, says Anton. Andrew says congrats. Great win. Congrats, says Linda. Enjoy. Hardly surprising he had 10 tickets for it. Indeed, Jamie. That's why we limit it 10, though. We don't have it to the point where it's everyone has that restriction placed on them. Dave, wow, again, well done. You can talk, Dave, of all people. But it does go round in fits and starts, doesn't it? Like you win loads and then you don't win loads. Congratulations, Protons. That is a great win, says John. Indeed, it is a cool thing to have on the shelf. I don't actually have any silent distilleries. The one I want to get, I don't know why. Obviously, who doesn't want Port Ellen? But I want a St. Magdalene. Randomly, that's the one I want on my list. It's the one I want on my shelf, which most people probably never heard of. But that's the silent one I really want to get my hands on. And every time they come up at auction, I sort of get close to buying one and then bottle it. If you know what I mean. Probably a poor choice of phrase there. But congratulations, Proton. You are the winner of the Rosebank. And well done. So, as I say, don't forget the Lagavulins on there. It's free. There's the new Abalawa. There's the new something else that I put on there, which completely skipped mind. Next Sunday, it's going to be the Glenallachie Advent calendar. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Honestly, I've got whiskey coming out my ears. Have a lovely week, guys. Honestly, hopefully no one's had too much of a hard time with Storm, Amy, because it has been a bit of a rough one, isn't it? Yeah, and have a lovely time. I will keep. Can actually just if anyone is signed up for the final Embers, could anyone tell me if they find my emails in their junk folder? Only because people who are signed up still occasionally find it in the junk folder. Like Duran emailed me today and said he found it in his junk. So I just wanted to check, because that obviously is a problem that I need to try and find some way of fixing. So cool. Have a lovely week, guys, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.